You got to hang in there. It's not like what people see on HGTV. They just pop in and flip a house and, they're set for life. You can flip houses. That's great. You'll make some cash.
Transaction.
But that's transactional. So if you want to flip houses until you're 70 or 80, then go for it. I'd rather be hanging out down at the beach with my grandkids.
Yeah, have that cash flow. Basically, the goal of any investor out there should be build enough cash flow that it pays for all your expenses, all your living expenses, everything you need, right? Funds your retirement, does all that. Flipping is just an extra bonus. Maybe you do a flip or 2 or 3 or 4 to pick up more rentals, right? Because then you could potentially buy some with cash. Or me, like I'll do it, I'll flip some, put some in a rental, some in a crypto, and just kind of mix and match it there, right? But it's something I do a lot of flips, I do a lot of wholesales, but adding rentals is definitely key. It's just gonna be something to continue and to do more and more of.
Paul, I got a question. Do you know what the number one regret of any real estate investor is when they get later in their years and get a little
selling those properties they bought early?
It's 100% the number one regret.
I've been in it since 2001, and those properties I sold from 2001, especially till 2013, the growth they had, like I could have literally just retired off those. So now it's just like acquire, flip to acquire, and work that game.
To RJ's point and to what you reiterated, it's about the management. So yes, everybody's regret is I wish I would have held on to everything, but when you can't even keep the lights on, you got to sell too. You just have to. It's part of the deal. We all wish we could just hold on to everything. Believe me, we're the biggest advocates. That's what we teach, is to hang on to real estate. It's the total play. But I mean, to keep the lights on, flipping is essential as well. It's the ultimate business model. And flipping is highly taxable, but if you could grab a couple rentals, like you had mentioned, you can actually write off expenses against the rentals, against the income that you're earning from flipping. But yes, the number one regret is always, I wish I would have held on to more. But if you don't have the operations in place, it's not easy. You can't just open up a new market. I mean, it took us years to get into the Cleveland, Cincinnati markets, whatnot, because, if you don't have the team in place, if you don't have the management, if you don't have the operations, sure, you could go out and buy all these houses, but you're ultimately going to fail. Scaling too quickly. I would say scaling too quickly is the number one way out of the business.
Agreed.
People, they just want to be bigger and not better. And next thing you know, they stop showing up at the mastermind meetings. You don't see them anymore.
You just hit the nail on the head. And I'll never forget the first couple of years at Collective Genius when we were in there together. I'm listening to the guys, and it got to be like a bragging match. Mm-hmm. I do this many deals this year. I'm doing this. Wait a minute. Your profit is decreasing. You're doing more work. Yeah. Why are you doing that? For me, I was doing 100 to 135 deals a year, and I was losing my freaking mind. And instead, and I was only averaging $700-800 per deal. Instead, I decided, let's take a step back here. Why don't I do less deals and maximize the profits out of those deals? Don't take every deal that comes along. Maximize what I can. Next thing you know, my profits were up to $12,000 and change per deal, and I'm doing 60 to 80 deals a year. Much more manageable, much more to my lifestyle, and I'm making more money. That was the key, with less work.
There's an old saying out there, Paul.
Probably more happy.
Way more happy. Yes.
And that affects your health as well. There's an old saying out there that it's not how much money you or not how many deals you do, but how much money you make.
Yes.
And RJ, you could add on to that even farther. It's not how much money you make, it's what?
It's how much money you keep.
That's right.
I mean, you could, it's all good. Like these are all just vanity numbers, as you guys know now. We're a little bit more mature in the business, but people are, they say, oh, I've done 200 deals, and then your net profit's not even close to what you would have done if you were on your own. That's a problem. That's a problem. So
it is, and it affects every part of your life. I just want to get into what you said there, Dave, too. So if you got that extra stress, all these deals, and you're trying to keep a team, and you have, say, 10 people on your team, you want to keep them all employed, you're trying to make them all happy. Your stress, your life goes down, your eating habits get bad, you don't work out as much, you don't take care of yourself. Next thing you know, your health's going bad. So it could be a spiraling effect. That's why you want to make sure there's always balance yin and yang, which you guys have. Always have that balance in life. If you don't keep that equilibrium, for me, it was really pretty simple. Put the family first. So I always coached my boys in travel baseball. So I always knew my first quarter was going to be great. My second quarter was going to suck because I spent so much time in baseball, way less deals that time of year. My third and fourth quarter were always killer again. So there's a cycle I had with that. Now I changed it because I'm not coaching as much, but it's important to have that. And if your priorities are to make sure you're coaching your kids and being around your family, so you have these good memories and they always look back favorably on it, then make your business fit your life. We're going to work your business as much as you can around your lifestyle. I think that's,
yes, sir.
You know,
that's huge. Yep.